Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Oakland Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Throw left side, complete to Harry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. Not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Fighting through. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he spots Henderson open left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Lions have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to John Ross. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A first down throw, Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, the 20, 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Darnold. And Josh Hill has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Darnold now to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Austin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10.
18.
On first down, Trubisky. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Oakland. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But They would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Faking the give, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He finds Humphreys. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Darnold. He gets it to Humphreys. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Darnold to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And McManus able to put it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
56, Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky over the middle here to Brown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180. 56. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Alert. 56. Hey, Delta. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Darnold. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Elliott. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's not going to get me. You go tight. You got tight.
This is Elliott. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 4. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Man open left side is Brown. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. The ball's out, McCaffrey lost it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap.
And the Raiders have got him. Devin White in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Elliott. He can't get him down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw, Darnold. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now. And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gano for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. This short throw caught by Goddard. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing again is Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson.
We play to win. Let's go.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. Middle of the field. He finds Pascal. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Darnold now to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Defense wins championships, baby. He's coming, he's coming. Alert, 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 alert.
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He's back to throw. Incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Now Darnold. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. And he'll go down at the 28. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happened.